Okay, y'all. As y'all see, the title ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna get into it. Let me do a disclaimer. Let me do a disclaimer. I am no way a licensed doctor. I'm not a nurse practitioner. I'm not in the health field, period. These are my experiences, what I learned throughout the course of my son from pre-K up to graduating high school with autism spectrum disorder, y'all. With the going about getting the IEPs and help and services you need, y'all. It's a tedious and it's long, y'all. Listen, this is what you have to do. First off, I did not accept it. His kindergarten teacher, not kindergarten, was it kindergarten? I'll say kindergarten because it was pre-K, before kindergarten, no, it was pre-K. And she came to me when I picked him up from school and she was like, have anybody ever told you they think that, he was on the spectrum? I'm like, spectrum? What are you talking about? And of course, when you hear anybody say anything about your child, medically or you think something wrong, you tend to go off. Well, y'all, I'm telling y'all what not to do because I went off. When I tell you off, and let me tell you her reason for saying it, which I felt was just one common thing with the people that's on that has autism, that's on the spectrum. He tends to like to be by himself. He wants everything organized. And he's only saying three-worded sentences. Not like if he wants something, he'll say, can, not can I have some. He'll be like, want some, want some. Not can I have some. He'll be like, want some. But with him saying want some, I know what that was. Or another word, another phrase that he'll say when he was younger was, it's been so long ago, but I understood my baby. That's the point. I understood him. He wasn't giving complete sentences, but he was giving key words to let you know what he wanted. So I was cool with it. But she was like, no, he's supposed to say this, this, this. So I'm like, lady, if you and with you, the broom you rolled in on, and I was on that. I was on one of them, y'all. I was so upset. And then I took him to the hospital to get his regular checkup. And when he got his regular checkup, the doctor, which he had was, I can say her name because she's retired now, Dr. Mamie Phillips at Yancey, Asa Yancey Grady. So I'm like, she said it. When I tell you, I went off on her. I went off, Lord have mercy. And when I look back on it, I'd be like, oh, Shirley, you was dead wrong. You was all the way wrong. But at that time, you couldn't tell me that because you telling me you think something wrong with my child just because, he play by himself or, you know, everything got to be lined up in a couple of sentences. No, I'm like, honey, he's the only child. He basically the only, the smallest child. My daughter was 14 and he was 4. My kids are 10 years apart. Now Joe is 18 and my daughter is 28. They're 10 years apart. So with her being a teenager, he was still a small one. So, and then she being a girl, he being a boy, he was, activities is different. So, I'm like, okay, he be in the room by himself playing and all that anyway. Okay, wait, that's nothing. But I was in what made me really get to it. I waited years later before I got my baby some help, y'all. I waited years later. I want to say like 2 years. That thing sat with me for some years, and I kept saying, "Ain't that wrong, my baby? Ain't that wrong, my baby? Y'all just always trying to misdiagnose these kids and this, and ain't that wrong, my baby? And you can go to all of that." But I was in Walmart one day, y'all, and I had my baby with me, and it was me and him. And as I'm walking down the frozen food aisle, the produce aisle, over there where the cold stuff is. I'm going to get sandwich meat, fruits, and all. And I'm over there picking up. And he can walk beside me and everything. Never had no problem with none of that. He started doing this thing called stemming. And y'all, when my baby started stemming, I knew then. I knew then. And it was like, he was just walking and he was just so happy. He just did like this. The hands flapping, the gesture of the hands, but he like this. And he'll walk fast while he doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, my baby. And I took and accepted it then. And then I started getting him help, y'all. The first help, the no, I had to go back. When he started school, I got him help, y'all. Yeah, when he started school. And the first place I went for help, y'all, was Scottish. Look, y'all. This is from when he was diagnosed up to high school. I keep everything so I can see what went wrong, what goals he met, what goals we need to re-still, keep directing, keep doing, and just progress. And the first place we went to, y'all, was, let me move these. The first place we went to was Scottish Rite. Was it Scottish Rite? Let me make sure, y'all, because I don't want to tell y'all nothing wrong. I want to give y'all accurate information so y'all can go ahead and y'all can get this for y'all kids. And the first step is to accept it, y'all. Y'all can't be in denial. You have to stop being in denial, because the longer you in denial, the longer you hindering his help. That's when it take a lot of them a longer time to reach some of their goals and milestones, is because you done delayed the help. Now y'all gonna have to get the help. I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to accept it and all that, but you gotta put your big girl drawers on, and you got to say, God gave me this baby for a reason, and whatever that reason is, I'm gonna accept it, because he makes no mistakes, and he felt like I would be the best parent for this child. That's really gave it to me. That's really gave it to me, y'all. And it is hard, it is challenging, it is stressful, it is tedious, but it's your child. And it's worth it. It's worth it. You have to. Come on, Shirley. I got so much of this stuff in here, y'all. I want to see the first. Oh, I should have went through this and had this already ready for y'all. Okay, let me move all of this stack, and get to it. He went to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. This where he went to, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. And I will show you. Let me see. I'm trying to find a form that don't have his information. Okay, I'll show you this. Okay, it'll tell you right here. It's an initial evaluation. I'm gonna see if I can hold it up. This don't have none of his children rehab at Scottish Rite. This what it is. And he went in for his initial evaluation. And this what the top gonna look like. And it's gonna tell you, see right there, initial evaluation. That's when he first went in, and we got the paperwork and stuff started. Now, y'all, when I was on this, getting this assistant, he was getting Medicaid. Medicaid was paying for it because my income was low enough for them to help with assistance on paying it. Thank the Lord that I was able to get it, because now they're not doing it. Now they're saying you get it in school, or you can pay for it through your insurance and out of pocket, and it's like $200 an hour. And I couldn't afford that back then. But you can also talk to, what is it in the hospital, the staff that does yeah, I can't think of the correct names for these people, but social worker. That's what it is. Talk to the social worker if you're not able to afford it, and let them know You got to be an advocate for your child. Look, y'all saying this is what my child needs. I'm here. This is all I get paid. This is what, you know what I'm saying? Their portion of them paying this. He needs this help. You know, you got to go in there and talk, and they will direct you to who you need to go to. Don't be ashamed. Don't go on in there, you know, just trying to make it seem like you can do it on your own, because these services cost. They cost, but they also have help available for you. They have it available for you for help, y'all. So please, please, please get it. Now they got it to where when they get to school age, the insurance don't want to pay for it no more because the school is supposed to provide the services. But let me get on into this. Back to this. He started at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, and it is called Outpatient Rehabilitation Services. He was going there for, hold on, y'all, let me get my glasses. I want to make sure I got this right for y'all. Joe, yeah, come here, baby, hand mama her glasses. Okay. Because I want to read some of this stuff so I can help the people that need some help. Right here, baby. Over here, it's on my nightstand. Okay. Over there. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. And y'all, it's called, hold on, y'all, let me get it together. Outpatient Rehabilitation Services at Scottish Rite. It's at rehab location. Rehab location. And it'll tell you right here, it'll let you know, it'll tell you it says speech delay, receptive expressive language disorder, autism spectrum, y'all. All of this was on there. And my doctor has, y'all know I told y'all about the Dr. Phillips. She's retired now, so that's the only reason why I'm saying her name, Dr. Phillips. She was referred. I take this out, and it'll tell y'all, it'll have on y'all a piece of paper, the treatment plan on what y'all want to start doing. I wanted him to start doing social engaging, parental support, verbal imitation skills. He had barriers. There was inconsistent language comprehension abilities, lack of age appropriate verbal language skills. Like I told y'all, he would say two words like want some, you know, if he was wanted some of what you had, want some, you know, like this, want some, you know, but I know he wanted some, so I gave it to him. I understood, but at that, they said no. Then he had a short attention span to where he'll give this 3 minutes, get this 3 minutes, get this 3 minutes, you know, roundabout. Not exactly three, but he won't stay on one thing a long, consistent period of time because he get bored easy. He like that now, he get bored easy. Y'all, I'm gonna try to it got his medical records, but I'm gonna try to show y'all what it looks like, and they'll tell you. I'm gonna hold it up. I'm gonna put my hand on this and show y'all that when you go in there, look, they're gonna help you, and they're gonna say treatment plan and everything that needs to go on with your baby. This is when you first get the help at the initial visit. When you first get the help, then y'all gonna start going. When you start going, they're gonna take and they gonna put him in a speech pathologist where they can get him to, you know, say certain words, or, you know, try to see on if his tongue land a certain way. So, you know, he can, like the R words and the S words and stuff like that, to get them to pronunciate them better. Now, if you have a nonverbal child, please, please, please don't give up on them. Please, 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 please. Because my son was 2, 3 years old, and he wasn't saying a lot of stuff. He wasn't saying a lot of stuff. But you got to keep on at it and keep working and keep working and keep working. I know it gets stressful and everything, but you got to keep working, y'all. And then they did the speech language pathology. I don't know on if I'm trying to see on if I can give y'all this information for y'all to call. Y'all can type it up. Cause it's a charity healthcare. Cause y'all might live in Gwinnett, y'all might live in, you know, another state. I mean another city, but it'll have like Children Healthcare of Gwinnett, Children Healthcare of Atlanta, Children Gwinnett Healthcare of East Point, or something like that. But type in your Children Healthcare and start off with them first. They're gonna get them rehabilitation services started. They're gonna get a lot of things going on, y'all. But when the kicker starts, it's the earlier you start, the better. My son got help when I realized it, and that's the best thing I could have did. That's the best thing I could have did, y'all. I am so proud of how far he's come. My son graduated high school with a high school diploma, top 10 in the top 10 scholars. His GPA was 4.0. Smart, smart. But you have to stay consistent. It can happen. If it don't happen in 2 months, if it don't happen in 2 years, just keep going. It will change. And they gravitate to what they around. So if your child is, how can I put this? Oh Lord, I just did an impromptu video while I was just sitting here. So y'all, I had this paperwork sitting out. But y'all just put them in. I can say like this. Don't use their disability to handicap them with. Don't do that. Don't do that. Treat them like you treat all your other kids. Treat them like nothing is wrong. Don't talk to them in baby voices and all that. You gotta talk to them like and treat them like regular kids. What you mean by regular kids? I mean, get them the same chores that you would give a regular child. I'm trying to sit here and see how I can say it. I'm just gonna say it because this is my experience, and I just can't word it and try to make it seem, all the way right. And for y'all, listen, treat them like you treat regular kids. You know what a regular child is, one without disabilities. Okay, treat them like that. If you folding clothes, get him a shirt to fold. Let him see that he can do what you do, and they like that. They have to have structure. They have to have boundaries. They have to have all that. Don't just let that be it and you just stuck in your child with a disability and then trying to get, what I'm saying, checks for them or, whatever government assistance you can get for them. No. If you need it, get it. It helps them. It helps them. But also you put in the work. You have to put in the work. I understand you come from work, you tired, you need some rest, or your partner not helping you and all that stuff like that. But you still got to muster up that energy and look at that baby and say, this baby needs me. This baby needs me. I got to get in here and do it. I don't want to roll cars. I don't want to watch how you done draw a Lego man and all that. But you have to. You have to. You got to get down, put it up, put it, whatever it takes for you to put it up. Put it up and show them that interaction that you're interested in whatever they doing. Whatever they doing. Because that makes them feel like, if you're doing something, somebody taking an interest of it, that make you want to put your best foot forward. So you got to do that. You got to do it. You got to do it. Even on help, go to the Dollar Tree, get them little cards with the what they say the first words and all that. I don't care if your baby 4 and he just learned to say apple. Teach him, show him. You got to do it. Apple, truck, ball, tree. If he's 7 years old, he needs that. Teach him numbers. Show him colors. Red circle. Red circle. Blue square. Look, square. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners. You don't think they don't understand? They listening. They understand it. They just can't verbalize it like they want to verbalize it. They'll give you signs to let them know that they understanding you. Show it to them. And then say, can you draw? Can you draw this? Can you give them a pencil? Or either you put little dots and then teach them how to trace. Hold their hand and be like, down, across, up, across. Look, you did it. Square, square, blue. You got to keep going. I don't care if you got to get up in 6 hours to go to work. You got to put that in them. Now on to the next, y'all, because I be in here on it. You got to observe your baby. Observe your baby. Observe your baby. Number one is acknowledging it. Number two is observing it. You got to observe your baby. Look at what your baby doing. Look how your baby reacting to certain things. Look and see on if he have a sensory, because a lot of them have sensory issues where they don't like their food to touch, whether things have to be organized, whether they don't like the tags in the shirt, the zippers in the pants. Observe your child and take in. Get you a go to the Dollar Tree 125. If you don't want to pay 125, go to Dollar Tree on $1. Get it and write it down. Write down the date, what you observe, and see on if it's a pattern. On if it was just that day he was a little irritated. He wasn't with the, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't with this today. Okay. Monday, he wasn't with it. Thursday, he was all happy, go lucky. He loved it. Write it down. So when you go talk to these people, when you get in front of these people's face, you can say, well, we tried this and it didn't work. But he took a little bit to it on this day. But now he just don't want to do it at all. Or now he just love it. Observe. Number one is accept. Number two is observe. Number three, I would tell you to do. One, acknowledge. Two, observe. Three, participate. Participate. When you go in here and after you observe, you don't wrote this down, participate in whatever the doctors and the therapist is telling you to do. If your child has what is it called? Object, y'all, cognitive skills, where they don't like to hold nothing or anything. They can't pinch like this or be able to grasp a pencil or anything. They're gonna teach them little steps to do for them to be able to learn how to grasp stuff, on how to hold stuff. They're gonna teach them, because my son will hold a pencil like this. He'll put the pencil dead in the middle of his hand and write like this. And by the time he got to the third sentence, he was over it. He was done. So they teach them. They give you little stuff for you to do. They'll tell you, get some cotton balls, pinch them, take them from one jar, put them in another jar. You know, you getting this, you doing this. It's being repetitive. Things like that. So you can grip the pencil, hold the pencil, things like that. They're gonna give y'all some skills so y'all participate in what they tell y'all. Them suggestions they give y'all do at home, do it. Don't just take them now and whatever they do, that's it. That's all you do until the next appointment time. You got to participate. Participate with them. Y'all, you also got to ask questions. No matter if you got the same question and you ask the same question 3 times in 2 minutes, keep asking till you get it. Keep asking till you get it. Ask them, say, look, I'm not understanding these words y'all using. Can you please break it down a little bit to where I can understand? If you need them to send me an email, with the instructions 1 through 5. First do this, then do this, you know, so you can understand. You have to. I know I did, and I didn't care. Excuse me, can you? I know you just told me, and I know I just asked a couple of more times. Can you send it to me in an email, the instructions, so I can have everything lined up, so I can say, oh, I won't be here like, okay, after this they told me to do this. Okay, after this activity they told me, have everything sent to you in an email so you can reference back whenever you need to. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I can be on this for hours, but I just want to give you some key points. When you go to school, y'all, this is the first step for your baby is going to, getting the doctors, accepting it and getting the doctors referral and stuff to get them help. Like I said, if you don't have the insurance and everything, talk to the social worker at the hospital. It's a social worker in every hospital. They have resources and suggestions and things for you to do for your baby to get some help. Okay? When they start school, Atlanta Public School is where my son went. They get funding for these. Let me rephrase that. Repeat that. They get funding for these. So this is to help your child. So don't let them tell you that, they ain't got no speech teacher. Because they can call one in just for your child. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can. They can call one in just for your child on certain days. Every Wednesday for an hour. He go to speech. 2 days out the week, he can go to occupational therapy. They help him to be able to, get his fine motor skills together. They get funded. Now, if you want to go out your way and you want to do your thing and pay the $200 an hour, whatever, they have that service for you. But at school, they saying now that the school has to do this because it's with learning. It's with learning. The school have they get resources to the school. So make sure you go to the principal, the case worker, social worker in the school, and tell them, look, I know my son writes. And they gonna tell y'all that when you start the IEP meeting. That's what I meant to tell you. I'm gonna show you what they look like. Let me show you what your rights is as a parent. Let me go on here. You have rights as a parent. They're gonna give you a packet with your rights. And this is what it's gonna look like. And it's kind of thick, and you read it. Handbook of Parents' Rights. Get your rights. Read your rights. It'll let you know. It'll let you know. Your rights as parents regarding special education, because that's what they're going to put your child up under, special education. Now, my child was special education, but he wasn't in a classroom by himself. I talked to the doctor and opted for him not to be in a classroom with just totally, you know, disabled kids. I said totally disabled boys, like wheelchair bound, strictly nonverbal, and things like that. Put him in a co-ed talk class, and look at your rights. Get your rights. Read it. Co-ed talk class where he's in there with other kids that's not like him, but he gets to get extra time on tests. And if he's having a problem with anything, the second teacher that's in there, they pull the kids to the side in a table over here and continue to work with them until they get it. Okay? Get your handbook, your parents' rights, and read that. You have rights. It's certain things that they're going to do. Now, you just can't go in there and just act a fool all the time and all. You got to go in there and just really go understand, like, look, y'all.